Good morning and welcome back to DC in a Minute. Today I've brought on a special guest who is an absolute expert in DC voting rights, DC home rule, and the history of our city. And I brought my partner Jon Bouker here to discuss with us the impacts of the elections coming up in November on the District of Columbia and kind of where we're situated. Jon, what do you think is going to happen in the fall and how that's going to impact the District of Columbia?
Well, thank you, David. I think this is going to be the most consequential federal election for the District of Columbia since home rule was passed over 50 years ago. We have one candidate for president who supports DC statehood and DC rights, and that's Kamala Harris. And of course, we have another candidate for president, former President Donald Trump, who opposes statehood, who opposes DC rights, and in fact has said in his most recent convention speech that he would like to take over the city. And of course, that's also in the Republican Party platform. We have one party in Congress that has passed the statehood bill in the House twice. And we have another party in Congress, the Republican Party, which has passed all sorts of riders on the district's appropriations bill and has proposed, I think, a record number of riders on the appropriations bill this time around.
So, Jon, this is an amazing and I think, like you said, historical time in our city. And, what role do you think Congresswoman Norton can continue to play? She's been our champion on the Hill to try to push back on this, especially if, the Republicans maintain control of the House.
Well, of course, our mayor, our council chair have both strongly spoken out on these issues. And of course, our Congresswoman has been our champion and our warrior on these issues on the Hill for decades. And she recently said that it would be, and I quote, a terrible catastrophe if the Republicans were to take back the White House and to take over the Congress in terms of what it would mean for the city.
Great. Well, thank you, Jon, for joining us. DC in a Minute. We'll be back again next week. This was actually 2 minutes, but there's two of us. So, y'all got a deal. Have a great day.
Thanks.